So I'm a single mother and I co-parent. My children's father is really, really good. So like really active, gets involved with the children, very supportive. The only area he's not brilliantly supportive and involved in is in education. I think it's to do with his own trauma from his time in education. My child is coming up to their GCSEs and we're not on the same page and we need to be for them to pass.
Okay.
What can I do? So firstly, I'd just like to say it's really refreshing to hear that you have a positive co-parenting relationship.
Dynamic, yeah.
And I think that's the foundation in which you just need to build from. And it's also really refreshing to hear that your understanding of his circumstance, like you know his reality, because a man's experience in education, specifically if he's a black man or of ethnic minority, is going to be extremely different to women's and girls, which is why girls have better attainment throughout education than boys do. So your experiences are usually very, very different. But ultimately, let me hear what you guys have to say, and then I'll drop my 2 pence in. Mr. Crawford, let me hear what you got to say, man.
Okay, firstly, what is the difference in educational philosophy that you didn't know prior to the kid coming up to GCSEs? Did you not want to do homework? The dad doesn't think he should revise? What is the difference?
From what I'm getting, he's good with all the other stuff. You with me? But he wasn't, as you said. I get the impression. Just I know a little bit of background. The mum is educated to a degree level. Dad isn't, and dad never pursued education as a way forward. So whereas the mum thinks education is really important, the dad's on a message where you don't like kind of.
The mum doesn't think education's that important. Otherwise, the mum wouldn't have had a kid with a man that wasn't educated.
Oh gosh.
Is that am I not allowed to say that?
JC. So
Thanks for interjecting. Let me get my breath quickly. Quick.
What?
So do you think that people, when they are courting, or they get engaged, they have dating them?
Yeah.
That they have conversations pertaining to what their children should be doing when they're getting ready for their GCSEs. Do you think that those are conversations that people have? A yes or no will do.
Yes.
So you think
that you're a liar, bro? What are you talking about?
Hold on. You think that new couples sit down off an evening and say, so what are your views on education? Like if we have children together,
yes.
These are my expectations.
Looking in the camera, yes, I believe that. And if you don't,
I know you.
Boy, that's a problem.
You know what?
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Sorry.
We're going to have to edit this. Okay, can we just disclaim it, yeah? Jordan.
You better try to... Yo.
I first met you, Jordan, I believe in 2013.
Yeah.
That's that's like a good 11, 12 years, we're pushing, yeah? Like, okay, I hear you. And we have a professional relationship. We also have a personal relationship, yeah? And all I'm going to say is, Jordan, you have to remember, I know you, innit? So respectfully, I hear you looked into the camera with conviction and that.
Yes.
Can I?
How? No, of course you can which is what you do. But no, because I'm going to finish. Yeah, so I'm going to finish on this one. I think that's unfair because right, let me ask you: how long does an undergraduate degree take?
3 years
Okay,
minimum.
3 years. Yeah. How long does it take for a child to get to GCSE? What age are they when they take their GCSEs?
16.
Okay, cool. So in that 16 years, somebody has taken a degree. Does that make sense? So where they were when that child was 0 and where they are when that child is 16, during that period of time, who I am then and who I am now are two completely different... Let me land.
And that's what
two completely different people. And one of the biggest changes I had in my life is when I went to university. Going to university fundamentally changed me. It changed It changed what I was exposed to. It changed the people I was exposed to, the information I was exposed to. It changed me, and I think it does most people. So the conversations I was having when I was, and I am going to use your term, courting. I was never out there dating. I was never out there linking gal. Yeah, I wasn't. I was courting. Yeah. And even so, unfortunately, being kind of young, naive, and caught up in love, that wasn't top of my. So I would never blame somebody. I would never blame somebody. Yeah. If I am gonna blame anybody, I would blame their parents. So I would blame, if I'm gonna get it really deep. Yeah.
Go on.
As a father, I know. And I'm because I've said it on many platforms. Somebody who kind of believes in arranged marriages and so on and so forth. But it's that kind of background you've got to come from to make sure that your child, when they get into a relationship, is evenly yoked with the person they are. But most times in society, parents aren't involved. Involved in their relationship. So you just going out to meet somebody who makes you feel nice.
Surely that agrees with you. That's
not the society and culture we live in.
Yeah, and that's a problem. I always have to caveat this with the fact that I don't have kids, so I don't feel qualified to be able to make these determinations on parenting decisions.
So hold on, forget you don't have kids, yeah?
Yeah.
Your parents and the family in which you're in, do you see that as a standard conversations that are being had as standard within your own family?
No, and when they don't, we beef over it. Then on the other side, yes, it's a fundamental thing. Like me and some of my close relatives will have conversations about who we engage in relationships with and what are the fundamental parts of that person's identity and their character and how that then informs your ability to build a life with them. 100%, and your level of education is instrumental in that. 100%. Cool. Don't act.
But again, and then I'm going to say, and another thing I'm going to say, see, as a man, yeah, they say the frontal lobe isn't fully developed
until 25.
Till 25 years old. Yeah, I had my first child at 19. Yeah, 19 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fully functioning, like in regards to my adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that. So the engagement I'm going to have and the mindset I'm going to have is going to be completely different. Completely different. So to even, I will say it. I understand, and respectfully, to even blame a young person under 25 to not be asking those questions. I know I wasn't even in the mindset. Even if I did answer those questions, what I would have answered after 25 would have been bloody different anyway.
Yeah, so that's where we disagree, because I don't believe in having kids at that age.
Okay, cool.
And I think your success is the exception, not the rule.
I hear you.
And I don't think we should be making decisions or endorsing decisions for people in society based off exceptions.
So ultimately, you're saying before the process of child rearing and making, these conversations should have been had before.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie,
and it's your fault for not.
I can't even chat to people that I don't think are intelligent, and that sounds like. Wait, could that? But like, I can't lie to you. Yeah, that to me is a fundamental principle of whether or not I can engage with you. If I think you are not conscious of certain things, I don't respect you.
I agree. We did well to get this far anyway. We had a nice run on the SLT Podcast.
Listen, I'm looking over here because you said conscious of the time, and that's just me in general. You know what I'm on. And so that's just interactions or spending time with people. If you want to take that now to having kids with someone, you think I'm not having those conversations? What? You didn't go uni? Hold on a minute.
Please. So let's just go back to the mum. So what I think she should do is she should invite the dad to all parents' evenings, and she should share all of the celebratory comments that she gets from the school. Because whilst his please, I can't with you. Yeah. He had a bad experience.
Yeah.
But it might help him to shift his mindset if he's seen that their child is having a better experience.
For what?
No, hold on.
What does she need him for?
What does she need him for?
Like, she should say, if this is what it is, I'm a graduate, I care about my kids' education, you don't really care, but listen, you have to let me run point on this one. So whatever I say runs in regards to the kids' education, you might not believe that, but just back the thing in it. If you back me, then just back what I'm saying, because he
may not be able to fundamentally, and because I hear you, because that's what my dad used to do. My dad used to he didn't have a clue. You with me?
So he just run with what you want to.
But one of the things we're also not acknowledging is, and this is where I feel is his trauma. He doesn't have the circumstances. He's not a bad guy. He's not horrible. But there are a lot of people, even when we talk about the whole uni debate, there are a lot of people from certain sections of society who don't think university is a necessity. You don't need to forget what the statistics say.
Cool.
Forget what the statistics say. Forget what everything else says. That's just their experience.
That's cool, but she doesn't think that. So you then can't be mad that you partnered up with someone that didn't have the same educational philosophy as you when you knew from the jump he didn't.
Yours has changed?
Yeah, but it's
how?
Too late for that. She's just.
And that's your fault. That's your. So don't engage, man, with it. If you ask him for advice,
run on your own.
Run the thing on your own and have a conversation.
Keep him updated.
Yeah,
but run on your own.
Because what else are you gonna do? You'll never get. Because it's if we're going down the trauma route. He needs therapy. He needs deep-rooted therapy to unpick the trauma of his educational experience. Yeah. You can't do that with showing him certificates and GCSE results. What you have to what you have to do is say, listen, this is how the thing's gonna run. I know you don't really care about this, but I do. So if you love me and you trust my desire to have the best possible outcomes for our child, just let me make these educational decisions, please.
I hear you.
But don't be as abrasive as Mr. Crawford.
Can we make sure he comes in here uncaffeinated, please? Could we please make sure he comes in here
hit different.
Uncaffeinated? Yeah. Can we have an uncaffeinated Mr. Crawford, please?
Oh, dearie.
And I'm putting that responsibility on you. But ultimately, I don't like a delivery. No, I'll be honest. I don't like a delivery because I think it's a bit unsensitive. But I agree with what you're saying. I agree. Sometimes, and do you know, it's painful, and it is painful because I do have a lot of consultations and that with mums who go through it, and it's sad that they have to take that burden on and run with it. And I'm thinking about my own mum; she had to take that burden on and run with it. And I'm sure, there's a lot of people we know, even us in this room, your parents have to take it on and run with it. However, there should be a conversation. I don't want to go into relationship type stuff where maybe these more so needs to be, as opposed to what trainers have you got, or do you drive an A-class, or whatever it is that the kids are talking about. Maybe this is a tip where, you know what, you have to make sure you are evenly yoked.
Don't change up on him. He didn't change. You knew he didn't care about school before you got with him, before you had a kid with him. So don't now try and get brand new and act like it's an issue.
Yeah, but that's unhelpful. You're just so disparaging. They've created a child together, and this is where they are. So those comments of, we should have known that.
Well, you have to do the accent.
Helpful. It's not helpful.
No, it's not. But you know what? I resent. I was talking about this the other day. I resent the change up of fundamentals. This is who I was.
Do you mean development? Do you mean
no? Because I don't think that's development.
You resent people who develop. I don't understand.
No, I resent.
What is it you resent?
I resent you trying to change the fundamental principles of a person now that you switched up. Don't do that. And I don't get me wrong. Some of my closest friends, some of my closest family members don't have university degrees. I don't care about whether or not you got a degree or not. But if you do, you need to find somebody and raise a family with somebody that is also of that. If they've never been on that and you knew they were never on that, you then can't get upset when they don't endorse the route that you want your kid to make, because you're trying to make me do something that I've never been on. That's not fair. It's an unrealistic expectation.
I'm getting that you're talking about something completely different, but okay.
I feel like we need to go off-piste and do an episode on relationships.
No, we're not doing it. This is not.
This guy.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's talking about the parent. It sounded. I was like,
no, but I think it all counts. It all starts with the family.
Never change me. I wear a beanie. I'm not taking it. Okay, all right, okay. I think we've got the answer.
Yo,
I think we've got the answer.
These men are throwing man under the bush, differently.
I think we have the answer. I think we have the answer.
The beanie ain't ever coming off what?
Yeah. Man looked into the camera and said, I don't know who he's talking to. Poor thing. If you are aware of who Mr. Crawford was referring to, please comment in the please put a comment in the comment section because this felt this
graduates around my thing.
Like that.
We were all graduates around here.